I don't know where he got the idea from, but he made each of us 5 siblings, Joanne, Sally, Gail, and Amy, and me, a birch box like this. And he built the ends of it with pine, I think pine covers that he must have cut out by hand somehow. But my grandfather, he liked gathering us around the breakfast table, and being he was a chef in the logging camp, he would make his own bread and make his own donuts. My grandparents often baked and cooked together in the kitchen. Whenever we walked into the farmhouse door, they were cooking up a storm or baking up a storm. And he loved gathering that stuff together, and then he loved gathering us together and serving a meal from the food that he raised on the farm or picked in the woods or fished in the lakes. So just as he gathered us together and enjoyed that, I thought, well, the birch box can be a way of gathering together some of those memories and artifacts that are left from those childhood experiences of being around my grandparents. One of the things that was brought up in our studies of the Middle Ages were Benedictine monasteries, which were islands of culture, where manuscripts were copied from the ancient Greeks and Romans. Manuscripts were copied, saving that early classical literature and learning, and then the artistic activity took place in these medieval monasteries. Besides copying literature, they also did a lot of stonework and masonry and frescoes and murals and composing music and raising gardens and studying language and transmitting earlier works of literature. So that caught my imagination of having these islands of culture and islands of hospitality. By keeping this old birch box that my grandfather made and the little animal cutouts that my Swedish grandmother made, or by having something from my mother's side of the family that came from my great-grandmother's or great-grandparents' house, there's something that I can learn from. That's something that's very near to us, and that's our own family culture. St. John's here is a very rich place for the arts, and I think that is what inspires people to both to reach out to the wider world around us, but also to discover that which is deepest inside us.